Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening, team. Here we go, everyone. Hey, team. Good evening, everybody in the house. The time right now is 9:32 p.m. Yes, and we are here again with our day 9 of our season 9. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Good evening, team. Good evening, Badal. Good evening, Pooja. Nice to see all you people in the house. Good, 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 good. Okay, team. So every single day we are trying to add more value, more details, more information to whatever we are trying to do. And every single day will give you a learning opportunity to convert it into something very massive for your lives. Okay, and very nice to see all you people in the house. And whatever learnings you are acquiring on a day by day basis, guys, don't just listen and forget it. Somehow just implement it into your lives, because it is really going to be a very big game changer for all those people who do. Okay, because particularly speaking, whatever I am saying, I have practically applied it. I live by those principles, and even though I might not be 100% in that, but I always try to abide by that and keep growing. So that is where, guys, everything which I'm sharing with you people is something which I believe in, and I know that it gives results. Okay, and that's where I want to get as valuable information to you people as possible. So good evening, Badal, Pooja, Satyaprakash, Sunil, Alok, Praveen. Nice to see all you people in the house. Welcome to our 9th day. So it's a 2 week workshop, people, and we are the final countdown has already begun. So it's like 9th day today. We just need to reach to 14, and then the session will be winded up. However, for all those people who really want to apply all these things which you are learning practically and upgrading your entire level, for them I have planned a long term program as well, which will completely change the life around. Yeah, so that is going to happen. So we'll be speaking more about in the coming week about it. But for now, let's get started for the today's day. And guys, देखो, every single day I'm trying to give as much value as possible. And as part of today's session, okay, it's going to apply all those people who really understand today's session. It's going to apply on every aspect of your life. Okay, not just in the IT industry. It will work for the IT, but it will work for basically whatever you're doing in your life. Okay, and that's what we will be spending some time to understand deep down concepts about our mind and about our body, of how they work, how they behave. And if you're not aware of it, basically you will always be misguided for a lot of things in your life. So as part of today's session, you will be getting a deeper knowledge about how your mind and the body works, and how you should use it effectively for getting your work done. Yeah, that is the part of today's session. So already the time right now is 9:35 p.m. So let's get started for the day, everyone. Okay, so chalo, let's go get through first. Okay, guys, we need to understand the very first thing about a human being, right? So from the day you are born, from the day you are born, the very beautiful thing which is gifted to you is your mind and the body, right? And it has, like, for you it is freely available. Yes, for everything else in your life you have to do hard work, a lot of persuasion, chasing here and there. But the most beautiful gift, your mind and the body, is just given to you. Okay, free. And generally what happens when the three is things are free, you don't value it that much. And that is where somewhere we have stopped valuing ourselves, whether you like it or not. But that's the reality. Somewhere we don't value ourselves. We like to judge our abilities by the opinion of outsiders. Whether they are good, whether they are not good, that does not matter. But we are preparing a perception like how we want to be based on what others want us to be. Okay, so yeah, this is what it is. And in one of a book, I think this guy Jay Shetty has covered this thing very nicely. Okay, I am what I think you think I am. Okay, so I am what I think you think I am. So I'm just trying to understand. Okay, let's say for example Dipali is available right now, the last comment. Okay, so if Dipali is thinking, okay, Dipali has a perception about me, okay, Tausif might be like this, so I'm trying to live up to that perception. That might not be my reality, that not might be actual reality from Dipali's perspective. She might be misreading me and then trying to draw a wrong conclusion about me, but I'm trying to live to that image. So I am what I think you think I am. This is what it is about. And guys, that means if you really understand mind and the body, how these things work, you will be really able to master your life, people. Okay, you will really be able to master life. And as part of today's session, let's go and let's get started with understanding these things in very details. Okay, in one of the interview, Warren Buffett said, hope you people are aware of Warren Buffett. So he's a big time investor. Okay, a lot of things. He works very closely with Bill Gates, does a lot of foundations, charity work, this, that. So he's a very big top name in the economic world, basically. Okay, so Warren Buffett, he was delivering a lecture, and as part of that, he said this one very beautiful thing. Let's say, okay, so all you people, I'm asking you a question. Let's say that you are given a choice to have the best automobile which you want. Okay, it could be anything. Let's say for example car. Okay, so it's a choice given to you. Hey, so there is like Nikhil right now watching here. So hey Nikhil, or anybody, you assume this question to you yourself. Hey, okay, it's your choice, whichever car you want in the world. Okay, we will be giving to you straight away. You just say and it will just come to your doorstep. Okay, don't think about possible, not possible, and like how much cost it is, whether it will come or not. Just blindly you make a wish. Okay, you make a wish that I want this, and you will get it. Okay, but there is a clause attached to it, and the clause is key. This is the only one vehicle which you will get ever in your life. You're not going to get another vehicle. This is the one and the only vehicle which you will get. And yeah, you have to make a choice now. That's it. Okay, now let's say if you are making this decision, what will you do about it, people? Okay, so whatever choice you make, let me say if you have made a choice, you will have that vehicle, and then you will treasure it throughout your life. Yes or no? You will take care of it. You will make sure that it's not damaged, because in your entire life it is not going to be given once again to you. So guys, just understand a few things. Human beings as a nature, we value the things outside us, be it outside people or outside these materialistic things, but we have stopped looking in our own potential. Okay, we are trying to search for greatness or like role models outside us. You want to look for some greatness in other people, but there is a greatness inside you which you are not spending time in knowing about it. And that's what we need to understand, and that is what you need to understand with the example of this car which Warren Buffett was trying to portray, that your life is already given to you, and it is this one time thing only. Your mind, your body, it is gifted to you one time thing only, which will remain with you throughout your life. And the point is, the way you will care for vehicle, like that you are not caring about yourself anymore, because maybe you're not aware of it, or you don't have the patience to do what is really required for you to be done. And as part of today's session, we will be spending some time in really tuning up and understanding how the mind and the body can influence great success in your life. Great success. And all the successful people, the billionaires of the world, the industry leaders, the game changers, the A players of the market, all those people know these things, and they effectively utilize it. And today I want to share it with you people, so that you can get the maximum benefit of it. So chalo, let's get started. Okay, now you know one thing. You have always heard this proverb, right? Practice makes a person perfect, right? Practice makes a person perfect. No matter what it is, maybe day one you're not aware of it, but you keep repeating, you do it 1,000 times, you become good in that. Everybody knows this fact. Now you need to understand a few things, guys. Okay, there is a power of repetition. Practice is nothing but repeating something over and over and over. That is what is practice. Repeating something. Now, what happens based on this, guys? Okay, so whenever you repeat something over and over, guys, that particular factor is memorized in your brain and it is memorized in your body, and then it becomes easy for implementing it. That is where you start getting better in that. So be it anything. Let's say you like playing cricket. You play cricket from morning till evening for like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years in a row. After that, you will really become very good in that. It's all up to how much practice you're doing about it, right? So any other thing you take, it works the same way. Okay, like for example, now let me just talk about it. Whatever you keep repeating, it will be memorized in your brain, it will be memorized in your body. For example, take this example, like if you're riding a two-wheeler, initially you might struggle with the clutch brake coordination and all that, right? With a four-wheeler coordination of all that, you might be struggling like driving a four-wheeler in the beginning time. But guys, what will happen when you keep driving regularly, you really become comfortable in that. It's no longer a problem for you. You're chit chatting with the next person, happily talking about, and then still the vehicle is moving on. Yeah, that's what is transition. Now I want you to have a common example. If you're riding, let's say you have driven this so many number of times, and even though you're talking and if you're distracted while driving, still all of a sudden something comes in the way while you drive. Let me tell you, there is a mechanism inside human body. Okay, without your actively doing something, it would be instantaneous reaction to do some braking and trying to dodge the situation. Yes or no? You might have realized you are in some other conversation, but all of a sudden something comes in front of you, and your brain and the body will somehow coordinate and try to dodge the situation. Nothing but you have practiced it so many number of times that you don't need a voluntary muscle to trigger an preventive action. Internally it will come from you. Similarly, guys, we are all part of the IT industry. You might be typing a lot, yes or no? What happens, guys? The way you're positioning your fingers on the keyboard and typing it, memory, your hands are going to hold the memory right now. Either even without looking, you can type it, yes or no? Because you have practiced it so many number of times that your body is also memorizing things. You need to understand this is a big time learning for you people. Whatever you keep doing, your body is also recording it. For example, you talk to any musician, anybody who plays guitar, they say we don't need to actively remember our hand finger positions. It will just work for us. We don't have to say now hold it like this, hold it like that. They have practiced enough number of times, the hands are having memory. Similarly, you have typed enough number of times, your fingers have started holding memory. Nothing but whatever you are repeating on a day by day basis, your body is capturing a memory of that, and whatever it records, it becomes easy for it to apply. Similarly, happens with your brain also. The thoughts which you keep running regularly, that feeds into your brain, and that becomes your way of thinking. Okay, now here comes the serious point. So once you understand, guys, you have to do analysis based on whatever I'm saying right now. Does it really work like that or not? Okay, you do that analysis, but I'm drawing these conclusions because I personally believe in all this. Whatever you keep repeating, you will become best at that, and your brain will memorize it, your body will memorize it, and you will become an expert in doing that. Yeah, now comes the serious eye opener for all you people. What if the thing which you are repeating is bad for you? The thing which you are repeating is a negative mindset. The thing which you are repeating is laziness. The thing which you are repeating is addiction to social media in a non productive manner. The thing which you are repeating is not doing exercise. The thing which you are repeating is constant distraction. The thing which you are repeating is believing that you have no potential. The thing which you are repeating is doubting your capability. The thing which you are repeating is not having confidence about your own existence. This is what people are doing in the current time. Yes or no? Self doubts. I can do it or I cannot do it. I don't know. My life is always having problems. What if you always habituate to look at the problem side of life, not the better side of it, but the problems always? Ask a question to yourself. And guys, if this is your thought process, where you're doubting yourself, where you are like not sure what you can do in your life, where you don't know your true potential, where you're not doing a workout on a daily basis, where you feel lazy on a daily basis, where you sleep late during the mornings, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., kind of, whether good habit or whether bad habit, whatever you keep repeating, you will become a master of that. And whatever you become good about, you will not be able to get away from that habit easily. Understand this fact. So if you have repeated laziness in so much time every single day for the past many years to come, if you want to change from becoming a non-lazy person to an active person, it will be tough, because your mind and the body is practiced for laziness. And whenever a change happens to this core personality which you have installed in yourself, it will become tough. That is where people say change is tough, because there is an inner battle going. Your mind and your body is not allowing you to change. And this is the reason the people, all those guys, many 80% of the people who take new year resolutions, they all fail. They are not able to convert the new year resolutions into something concrete results. People fail because all throughout their life they have not practiced it, and not practicing it has become the habit of their mind and the body. And if you try to change it in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks, the new things which you are trying to adapt will be moved out of your life, and you will still continue to be the same old person. And this is where it gets serious. Many of you might have practically experienced this, right? Going to gym or doing a yoga or starting any new thing in your life. You see that excitement for initial 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but after that it dies down. Yes or no? The reason being, your old mind on the old body is accustomed to not doing it. It has memorized to sleeping late in the morning, not going to gym. It does not know what does it feel like. And whenever you try to change, your old self does not like it, and it is itself trying to resist change. It is nothing but you are fighting your own success with limited part of your brain and the body. You say, I want to wake up early in the morning tomorrow and go for a jogging, or I want to start a new habit, be it like reading a new book or acquiring a new skill set, or like in Udemy doing a new course. But how many of us are successfully able to complete and get the value of it? Not many people. What does that mean? The starting is there, but the finish is missing in people. And that is where some of the great people of the world have said, you will win every race that you will run if you are just more consistent than other people. Because all the other people of the world will anyways stop. They will not be finishing the race. And that's the secret for success. You just need to be consistent, because the main problem is not the outside world. The main problem is you are fighting your own success. You know that waking up in the morning is a good habit. You know that doing a gym is a good habit. You know that learning new thing is a good habit. But you start, you don't finish, because so far you were not aware, but there is a resistance or there is a bothering happening inside from your mind and the body itself. And that is where it is said, you are your worst enemy. Understand that today. You are the worst enemy, not the world outside you. So when you are saying you want to IT job, let me tell you, the worst enemy is sitting right inside you, who doubts your potential, who doubts your capability, who doubts like, I cannot speak nicely in the interview, I am not technically prepared right now, lack in confidence, low in confidence. That version of you is the reality right now. And even if you want to crack a job, the older version of you is not allowing you to change. You need to understand, you are fighting your own success. The outside world does not have the power, guys. It's you who can fix your life, not others, not me, not anybody. It's you who can fix your life, because the actual battle is happening within you. You need to win that war, because if you don't, just like you have stopped going to gym, just like you have stopped waking up in the morning, you will stop every successful habit which you start, and then you're bound to be a failure in life. So as part of today's session, I want you people to understand, evaluate your life. What are these habits which you have been performing knowingly and unknowingly, guys? Knowingly or unknowingly, what is this habit which you have practiced so many number of times? It could be your belief system, I am not good. You have practiced, I am not good, I am not good, I am not good, so many number of times that you believe that you are not good. You have thought it so many times that I am not capable of becoming massively successful in life. You're broken inside your heart, my friend. And you need to ask, what is this belief system which you carry? Because whatever you think, whatever you do on a day to day basis, that is what has become your identity in the world. And even if you want to change, you're not able to change, because your brain and the body has memorized the older version of you, and it's deviating any new thing which you're trying to insert in your life. It's all going washed away. So that's what it is. But does it mean you will never change? No, there is a way. There is a systematic approach. Because you might find some people in the world, right? So, on an average, what I spoke right now is the reality of the life. It is applicable for you, it is applicable for me. But there are some people in the world who change. Who change. There are some people in the world who change. And what are they doing? We just need to apply the same thing in our life, and we will also change. Now let's understand what exactly they are doing, so that we can apply it in our lives. Simple, guys. Okay, step by step process. First of all, you need to know that change is tough. Whenever you say you want to do something in life, for example, you want to believe that you are good, or start a new habit, or like start a new reading habit, or a mindset changing habit, or any new initiative which you want to do, maybe in your sport, or in music, in drawing, in the IT, in technical skills acquiring, or switching into a full stack employee. Guys, this is what you keep doing all throughout your life, but you need to understand, the older version of you does not like it. You want to grow, but the older version of you does not like it, because it likes to be in the comfort zone. Human beings like to be in the comfort zone, it does not like to change. And now you need to understand, whenever you take a new thing, the step number one which you need to realize is, your mind and the body is going to fight against that change. It is not going to like it, it will fight against it. First, that awareness is important. Now second step is, okay, whatever new thing you are trying to do in your life, whatever that is, okay, whatever new thing that you want to install it in your life, okay, you need to fix one time in this 24 hours cycle. It could be any time, but fix one time and daily at the same time you keep doing the same thing. It will be tough, but you fix a time for yourself. Let's say, for example, it could be 8 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, or it could be evening time. For example, this 9:30 sessions we are doing in the 24-hour cycle, this window comes only once. Fix a time. Guys, Sholay mein there was a dialogue, right? Purana Sholay. Okay, Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra Wala. You might have heard about that, right? Loha garam hai, maar do hatoda. Okay, nothing but guys, this is what it is. I want to give you guys a simple example. Let's say if you want to cut a wood, or let's say a iron ka kuch to hai in front of you and you want to cut it. What will you do, guys? Okay, this is the entire iron rod and you want to cut it at one position. What will you do? You might have that machine or something, a cutter, okay, and you might place it in one fixed position, and then you will be cutting at the same position. Yes or no? Okay, and you will do, once there is a mark created, on the same mark you will keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting till it breaks. You're not going to do it all over the iron bar. You will do it at a fixed place. And this is what it is, guys. Your entire day your mind travels at so many places, so many thoughts, so many things running in your life. You need to understand, human beings operate in a cyclic principle. If you fix one time in this 24-hour cycle, it could be any fixed time, you reserve that time, and every day at the very same time you do your new habit. It could be going to gym, or it could be waking up early. You fix one time and daily do it at the same time, and know it that it is going to be tough. And guys, now people say, there is a lot of research done behind it, okay, that installing a new habit or changing from the old personality to a new personality takes some x amount of days. Some people say it takes around 66 days to install a big significant new habit. 66 days of time. And now you might be realizing, 66 days, that means there is a chance that even if you start something new, if you're not consistent with it for next 66 days, you will forget that habit. And now you might be able to relate why the new year resolutions are failing for many people, why the self determination, the initial motivation is there, the start is there, but there is no finish in people, because that does not become a habit in you. Your mind and the body rejects it. So even though yesterday, guys, we spoke about social media, you understood it. You might have got some sense about it as well, but you will realize 1 week from now, you will still be doing back to the old version and still watching the same old crap on social media, because you're not really following the pattern the way it is supposed to be followed to get out of your old version and travel to a new version. Understand that, guys. Life is pretty complicated if you don't understand this, because if you're not really working towards it, you're actually working against it. And if you're not going to success, many people will be like, if I'm not growing, what's the problem, I am staying the same. But guys, you need to understand, every single day there will be people like me, and there might be some growth mindset people in this group as well. We believe in growing daily, and every single day people like us will keep growing. And if you remain the same and we grow, that means you're getting behind day by day and day. That is where you need to understand, my friend. If you are not growing, you're getting behind in life. If your belief system about yourself is not growing, you have to, like, you're getting behind in life. So that is what I want to say as part of today's first half of the session. Introspect, look back at your life. What are the things which you keep doing on a daily basis, which you keep repeating knowingly or unknowingly? What is it which you keep repeating because you have mastered that? And any new thing, if you try to install, the old version is not going to do it. So two things you have to do it, guys. First is in the 24-hour cycle. Fix one time. At that time, install new habits. The second thing which you need to do is observe the bad habits which you have acquired over a period of time. Laziness, complaints, okay, lack of confidence, low belief system, self esteem is very bad with many people, anger, frustration. Write it down on a piece of paper, and one by one start removing it from your life. Don't practice complain for a long time. If you're saying always you give excuses for something, thoda sa reduce down that thing. Okay, dhire dhire it's possible. The change will not happen overnight. You will not change just like tomorrow you were, yesterday you were different and tomorrow you will become different. It's not possible. It will take some time for your body to transition. But let me tell you, when you keep applying these techniques for next 66 days, slowly and steadily you will find your mind and the body will start changing. And this is where I created this life transformation platform, where I know that it is not possible for human beings to change. Guys, you might have seen so many motivational videos, inspirational videos, interviews, this that it, the spark comes for 2 3 days and disappears, and then you're back to the same person. But now I know okay, why it doesn't work, because it is matter of time, consistency, one thing at a time. And that is where, guys, when this program ends, I'm launching that division where one by one we will be fixing our habits. We would be eliminating the bad habits which we have, and we will be installing the new habits which we have, and we will be doing it over a period of time. And that is where it's a 6 months program. And guys, better than any school education which you might have done, or any college or university education you might have done, this is what this 6 months program will do to your life, and which will be acting like a benchmark for entire of your future. It's a big thing, but now you need to understand you are battling against your mind and the body, and you need to fix that, guys. Okay, fine. Now let me add a few things to this. Okay, there was a study conducted, okay, about the brains, the connection, and the neural patterns inside. There was a study conducted, and it came like almost 95% of the thoughts which a person thinks today are the same thoughts which he has thought yesterday. You ask to yourself, this is reality. This is the reality of life. 95% of the thoughts which you are getting today are the same thoughts which you got yesterday, and it was the same which you got yesterday. Nothing but on an average in your life, you are thinking the same. Now, I want you guys to understand a notion of time. Okay, very good. Like many of you people right now in your 20s, right? Most of you are in your 20s, maybe completed your academics, now you're ready for the life and all. I want to tell you people, and this is the very right time to talk to you before you have damaged your life. Before you have damaged your life, I think we are in a golden time that we are speaking this talk and having this conversation today. It is a study of human beings that the initial 20 years of your life, you will actually feel like living life. The time after that, the next 20 to 30, you'll feel a lot of busyness in life, because guys, money, work, this that, business, 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 and the time will pass pretty quickly. Okay, and it as it passes further, right? 30, 40, this was the study of human pattern. Okay, so as it passes further, 30, 40, you will find that the time will just pass just like that. Monday is becoming Friday, weeks are finishing, months are finishing, years are finishing. 2020 came, 2020 gone, 2021 came, now January is going. The time runs at its own pace. But now what has happened is, and guys, let me say, you talk to the people, maybe your old age people in your family or anybody, ask them while they are in their 70s and 80s, they will talk about more of their childhood times, and then they will be rest of the time is just passing, flying by very quickly. The reason being, the thoughts which you are thinking still remains the same on a day by day basis. You are not thinking new, you're not thinking great, your life has stuck at one particular position. Understand it. This is what is life, people. Now, what has happened, if you really understand this fact, when you were in your 20s, your brain was learning new things. It was fresh, it was active. That is where you felt like living life. You need to understand how your brain is working, how your body is working. It was learning new and new things. It was fresh and active. That's why you have more memories. You feel like you lived your life more in the initial 20 years, but remaining rest of the 20, like from 20 to 40 age, you will feel like time is flying. 40 to 60, again more speed, because you have stopped trying new things in life, and you have habituated to the old version of you. Because if you're trying to even include the new things, you're not able to be consistent and permanent with that. So it's all connecting. For the initial 20 years, 25 years, you have acquired a lifestyle, and on a daily basis the same lifestyle continues. That is where your entire life will become flat in front of your eyes. Understand that, guys. Everything will become problem in your life, and then you will be like, what happened, why am I like this? The point is, you are living a life like that. And let me tell you what will happen. Okay, let's say there are two people at the age of 90 on the deathbed. One could be this person who has never experimented with life, who always lived in the past thought process, 95% carried forward thought process, new ideas, new thoughts not coming, very limited coming. And let me tell, when that person is dying, so guys, in reality the age is 90, but in actual sense of it, he might have experienced it only for like 40 years, 45 years, because those were the memories. The remaining half of the time, he has not even lived a life properly. And I want to tell you all these things because you should not waste your life. If you don't keep doing new things, if new ideas does not come towards you, you will be stuck in your life, and then you will repent because you will live your life shortly. Time बहुत है. There is a lot of time. People don't effectively utilize the time. And then there could be another person, let's say for example me, or people who knows these things. And by the time we are in the 90, let me tell you, we might have taken so many actions, so many initiatives, so many new things, that even though on paper it might be 90 years of age, but it would be as if I've lived like 100 years, 110 years, 120 years, because I experimented so many new things in my life. While people on an average were thinking only 5% of new thoughts on a daily basis, we were acquiring 20%, 30%, 40%. And it is possible. That means time is in your control. It runs at its own pace, it ticks at its own pace. Ask a question to yourself, why the year 2020 was there. Many people were just waiting that, okay, let the lockdown get over, 3 months, 6 months, lot of problems were coming. For them it was like 3 months gone just like that. They did not grow at all. But if somebody wants to grow in 3 months, massive things can happen. The way we are saying, guys, 66 days you can install new great things. So let's say, like, we came up with this entire life transformation in lockdown, and that is massive change. You can do that. My thought process changed greatly in 2020, and many of my members thought process changed greatly in 2020. So while the rest of the world waited, the time was ticking, and those who grow along with the ticking of the time, they will become successful. Others will not be able to utilize. So the conclusion for today is, you need to understand how your mind and how your body works. And you need to understand that it is fighting change in you. It is the reason why you are not successful in your life, because you think bad, you think negative, you look for excuses, you look for complaints, you do not want to change, you do not want to apply great thinking habits, and that has become your life, and it will be your life as long as you don't change. And for change, you need to think different. Don't add 5% of new thoughts, add 40% of new thoughts on a daily basis. And how can you add new thoughts? You read more. You expose yourself to different situations which you might not have experienced so far. You keep adding more and more knowledge, the brain will work, and slowly and steadily, new habits will start forming when you do it consistently for 66 days. And slowly and steadily, old habits will start going away. And you need to understand, shortcut mein life nobody can win. Life is not a lottery system, it is matter of time. Once you understand this, you will be at peace. You don't have to do something like superstar in 1 month, you have to do that in maybe 6 months. And if you start today, in 6 months from now, you will definitely be achieving. And this is what I want to say as part of today's session. This applies for you, this applies for me, and this applies for your entire life, which is going to come in front of you. So the question is, how do you want to live your life? Do you want to complain about your life circumstances? Do you want to always give excuses for not becoming successful? Do you always want to say, I don't have confidence in myself? Do you always want to say, I don't love myself? I don't love my life? If that is how you think, you are thinking it every single day, and that is becoming your habit. And even if you want to change it, you will not be able to do, because that's what is 80% of the world is going to die mediocre. If you want to change, you need to think great, and there is a strategy, there is a pattern. You need to be consistent for 66 days. You need to keep doing every single day at the same time the same thing. If you have that commitment, you will win. And let me tell you, 80% of the world will not have that commitment. I want that there are 34 people watching live right now. Even if 50% of you change, I would be more than happy of my today's session. I know it is tough, but if you're not doing it, there is no success for you. Sorry for that. Because success will not come for those who are lazy, it will not come for those who keep giving excuses, it will come to those who make way through problems. Challenges are for everybody. Those who make the way through it, they become successful. Right? Mountain Dew bolta hai, right? डर के आगे जीत है. So yes, beyond all the problems, there is success, but everybody doesn't taste it, because many people will stop in the initial 66 days itself. That's where the gyms will become empty. That's where the great minded, you might start reading, you might not end reading, you might start a new habit, you might not end a new habit, and by that way, you will start towards success, but then you will be deviated, and then you will not reach the destination. But I don't want my sessions and my people to be like that. I want you people to permanently apply these things in your life and be a great legend. The world should say that Alok, Saileja, Praveen, Drishti, Santoshi, the world should say that legends lived on this planet. This is your era. This is Republic Day today, 26th of January, right? Can we write down our constitution of how we want to live our lives? The nation became free, but are you free from your own self? Ask some serious questions today to yourself. One life, and you're wasting it, my friend. Do something about it. This is me, Tausif Sheikh, exiting for the day, hoping that it will click to somebody who really want to do something big. And maybe not today, but months from now, there will be change. 1 year from now, there will be a legend breathing. And maybe 5 years from now, you don't know. the world will be a different world. It's you who has success in your hands. The world does not have control. You have control, and you can drive your life towards success. The world does not have power, my friend. ठीक है? So all the best. Make the most of the session. Thank you, everybody. And as part of tomorrow, we are going to talk about agile workshop. So it's going to be IT industry based session back again. We are going to talk about agile. Guys, you might be like, बीच बीच में ये दूसरे type of sessions कहाँ से आ जाते? Why all this all of a sudden mindset and body set? Guys, let me tell you, I am seeing people in the IT industry struggling a lot because they don't understand what it is to be the right minded human being. They struggle. IT is a portion of your life. You need to fix your life so that you can fix IT, you can fix anything that you do, and you can become great in that. Let's make it count, people. Let's make it count. Get out of your old shell, the jail in which you are trapping yourself in a daily basis. Let's break it and let's fly high in the sky. This is me, Tausif Sheikh, signing out for the day. See you guys tomorrow, 9:30, back at the same place. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself. All of you are special. It's a holiday today, but you are in for your growth. And this is what life will justify you. Thank you all. See you guys tomorrow as well. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you.